Uh-huh. Ruthven? Wait a second. Is that what he's doing to Noe? Making him a curse bearer? Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the case study of Vanitas, episode 11, Promises. Last episode, we learned a little bit more about Vanitas, the fact that this, what was his name again? Crazy scientist person was experimenting on him, and another one that was named, well, whose number was 71. Him and Vanitas were close, and the Vampire of the Blue Moon saved both of them. I don't know if there were other children that he saved, but at least those two. And then something happened between them three that's made Vanitas really freeze up when that dude brought up number 71. So I'm looking forward to learning more about that. But then at the end of the episode, they revealed that Dr. Moreau, that was his name. Excuse me. They revealed that Dr. Moreau was working with charlatan and that he was being funded, I guess, by Ruth. Oh my God. Yeah, they revealed that Dr. Moreau was being funded by Ruthven, and now he's angry with Noe, and it's like he's gonna deal with Noe. I don't know. I'm like, what does he want? Why Noe specifically? Because I don't know. But that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/Philomini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. We know that Ruthven is working with charlatan, right? Jean is acting like a curse bearer. And when Vanitas asked her again whether she was a curse bearer or not, and she's not saying anything, and then Vanitas is like, did someone forbid you? And then they were showing these quick flashes of something. Ruthven was clearly in that in those flashes, and it seems like he did something to her. Clearly he's the one that's forbidding her from saying anything. And since at the end of last episode, he was telling what's his name again, Mr. Spider, that he was gonna take care of Noe. And then he showed up in Noe's room like out of nowhere, takes him to this restaurant that he basically reserved for himself in a way. They was asking him questions. Clearly he was trying to ascertain whether Noe was on the side of vampires, but Noe was not. He cares about both sides. He's not against anyone. And Ruthven didn't like that. He's like, you failed the test. And then he like bit Noe. It was drinking his blood and everything. So I'm like, while that is happening, you have Vanitas and Jean talking about whether she's a curse bearer or not. And then with Ruthven working with charlatan, my only thought was that the fact that he's biting Noe right now, he is making him whatever it is that's going on with Jean, whether she's a curse bearer or not, because even Vanitas says that he doesn't know whether she's a curse bearer or not, so she can't promise that she'll cure him. So whatever it is that's going on with Jean, I feel like that's what he's doing to Noe, making him that, you know. And then I'm thinking about the beginning, the first episode, when Noe said that he killed Vanitas. If that's what Ruthven is doing to Noe, making him a curse bearer, I don't know if he's a curse bearer or not, but something like that, then Noe could at a later time lose it against Vanitas, thereby killing him. you know. So it's like, I don't know. The way I just sort of like recoiled when he beat Noe, it was just like, it felt so vicious. So it's like, ugh. Like I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And he's like, you failed the test. Clearly, the test is that you should be against humans, because he was, as they were talking, Noe was telling him that he felt like his teacher, but different. And then Ruth Van is like, he used to be a teacher. He had all these students, and he was telling them, teaching them things to make them think or something or other like that. And then Noe asked him, okay, what happened to your students? They're all dead. So I'm assuming that they are dead as the result of the war that was going on between humans and vampires. So if that's the case, if his students died at the hands of humans, then that could be the reason why he harbors so much hate for them, and why he won't tolerate anyone siding with them. So I could understand that. But I'm like, oh, I can't leave Noah alone. It's such, ugh. It's so adorable. Like, why are you doing Noah like that? And then you have Jan over there. I was like, Vanitas received this note. He's like, okay, who is this note for? It was brought by Amelia. Amelia's like, I don't know. And then he goes out to meet this person. Turns out to be Jean, who's like, ever since this and that, I've been feeling like I'm in love with you or something or other like that. So I want to go on a date to try to fully determine whether what I'm feeling is love or not. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, I'm thinking, like, is she for real? And then they show the flashback of her and Dominique asking Dominique how to get rid of Vanitas. And then Vanitas remembered, not Vanitas, Dominique remembered one we told him about Vanitas not really wanting Jean to return his affections or something or other like that he's not interested in anyone that would love him. Excuse me. So remembering that, he told Dominic, okay, since Vanitas doesn't want anyone to love him, if you just admit to him that you are in love with him, then he's gonna be disillusioned. He won't be interested in you anymore, and then you can get rid of him that way. But it so was not working. Like, no. She kept falling deeper and deeper. She kept feeling stuff and stuff. So I'm like, girl, this thing that you're doing is not gonna work. And you have Dominique, since she's the one that suggested this date, she was following them along, and then Dante also came upon Vanitas and the Hellfire Witch, and she was like, what the heck is going on? And then both of them started following them, and then they were seeing Paris, because she's like, when she's with Luca, her main goal is to keep him safe. So when they are in Paris, she doesn't really take the time to enjoy the city. So she was like on this date that she was on with Vanitas, that she wanted to see Paris, and then they were doing all those things, walking around, looking at things, eating delicious food and stuff. And they were at a park, and Vanitas is like, he needs to use the restroom, and he left. And now Shani is there trying to practice how to confess her feelings to him and whatnot. And when she was saying all these things aloud, I'm like, I feel like Vanitas will be there and listening to what she was saying. And yeah, he listened, and he's like, I fancy you too, or something or other like that. And that's what, when she was startled, there were these kids. I don't know if it was during when she was startled that she startled those kids, and then they fell, or they were just running and one of them fell. I don't know, scraped his knee, and then you see the blood, and then she started losing it, and she was about to attack the kid, but Vanitas like stopped her. And since Dante and Dominic were watching stuff, Dante like used this small screen and they used that to escape. And then that's why they were by themselves. And Vanitas asked her whether she was a curse bearer or not. And I could tell the way she was acting, I felt like she wanted to say something, but she couldn't say something. And that's why Vanitas also figured that, okay, did someone stop you from saying it? And then you saw the roof and flashback. So it's like, how did she become, whether she's a curse bearer or not, how did she become that? That's the thing. I know Ruth then has something to do with it. That's why when, he like be was feeding on no way, I'm like, was that what he did to Sharon? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmmini, and you can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Tajana ono jackpa no kamora gonsowa. Aye chai rago. Tajana ono jack.